Hello once again everybody, and welcome back. I am Natty, and this is Nat at the Movies. It's a series where I give my review and general thoughts on some movie I have recently watched. This time around, I have watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. Let's begin. Now, I won't be going as long and as in-depth as the last time I reviewed a movie this time around, and I'm not going to give a play-by-play as usual. I don't really want to spoil too much is the reason. This is still a relatively new movie, so yeah, sorry about that if you enjoy the longer content. I will try to be longer in the future, but yes, this review will try not to spoil and summarize things. With that out of the way, let's begin, finally. Usually I write what goes on as we go along the movie, but to save too many spoilers, I'm just going to give my overall thoughts on the movie. So, what were my overall thoughts? Well, I actually quite enjoyed watching it and sitting there as I did so, much more so than Ragnarok. I felt Ragnarok was too all over the place for me, and the humor wasn't my sort of thing, but the comedy in this I actually don't mind. The timing is also pretty nice as well. The jokes do land pretty well most of the time, but then again, different people will have different thoughts on any kind of jokes made in anything. This is just my own opinion. As for something I appreciated muchly, the opening scene actually sets up many things for the future scenes of the movie. Great screenwriting and foreshadowing there. And really everything because of that. Good simple things there. Also, this movie isn't going the Guardians of the Galaxy route and only has just the one pop song. One that plays twice, in fact. Approval from me there. Prompts within the movie also make their comebacks later on with their own uses. I very much appreciated it. The opening scene really sets up many of the events of the movie that are called back to as you go along. Very entertaining touch there. I must say, from a filmmaking perspective, the film is really nicely put together. I actually enjoyed watching this, and I say overall it gets my approval. I really am trying to not speak too much on the goings-on of the film, but I guess I could say one thing, and that is Hank is trying to get his wife back after 30 years of her being stuck in the quantum realm. Throughout the film, there is the comedic foil, of course, but the movie knows to actually be a movie with a plot instead of a glorified sitcom. It knows to balance out the comedy with the actual movie and keeps it moving along very smoothly. I could go on much more, but I don't want to give out spoilers this time around, but in general, I quite like the movie. It's definitely got my approval. Ant-Man's original movie is one I was very interested in and enjoyed it quite well enough. In this movie I was interested in at first, but then I disconnected with the MCU in general, especially after Ragnarok, though previously being my favorite franchise of the MCU. However, this year I gave Ant-Man and the Wasp a chance, and as you can tell, I quite enjoyed it. So bravo to the filmmakers, it kept me interested all the way. I also enjoyed the size-shifting effects. It was really neat. The special effects were really cool to see in this movie. Of course, there is the masterful editing too. It's a Disney property after all. They got a standard to maintain. Good movie, definitely recommend it. If you haven't seen it yet, do so if it interests you. If you're just tired of superhero movies in general at this point, I understand, but if you're dragged into one of these, maybe you'll find some things you'll like in this movie. It wasn't entirely super focused, as in superheroes focused, but more realistic. Big thumbs up for it. Alright, so that is as far as I feel I could take the review without spoiling the entire film, and I hope you enjoyed it well enough. I will like to say thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. You know the drill of liking, subbing, etc. But yes, this has been Natty, and this is me, signing out.